viewers, my dear students, welcome today. But before I start this mathematics lesson on how to solve a known value in an equation, either by using or introducing logarithm or without introducing logarithm, that simply means by using the laws of indices. So there are some of the values when you're dealing with mathematics. They are very important, and one of them is attitude toward mathematics, whether it is positive or negative. So you need to inculcate a positive attitude toward mathematics. The other thing is consistency or persistence. How many times do you do mathematics in a day? Another thing is communication, resiliency, and also critical thinking. When you're dealing with mathematics, you need to use logical ways of thinking and also creativity in your mathematics doing. The other thing is organization of your work and also how you collaborate with the others. And lastly, I talk about curiosity. What do you actually want to know about mathematics? What do you want to know actually about a certain concept or a certain topic in mathematics? So let us start and look at this particular question using by introducing logarithm to solve for x or without using logarithm. 5 raised to 2x minus 1 is equal to 60 raised to 2x minus 1. So the first method is by introducing logarithm, and the second method is without introducing logarithm. So let us begin with the first one. So by introducing logarithm, in logarithm, take a number a raised to x. If you introduce logarithm, that is log a raised to x, can be written as x log a. Therefore, in our case, in this question, it can be written as 2x minus 1 log of 5 will be equal to 2x minus 1 log of 60. Therefore, from here, we cannot just divide through by 2x minus 1, because if you do so, it will cancel and the result will be 1. So there will be no unknown value to find its value. So we simply have to find the logarithm of 5 and the logarithm of 60. Therefore, we have 2x minus 1 multiplied log 5 is 0.6990 will be equal to 2x minus 1 logarithm of 60 is 1.7782. Then we open the bracket by multiplying 2x multiplied by this value. We shall get 1.398x. Then minus 1 multiplied by this value, we get 0.6990 will be equal to 2x multiplied by this value 1.7782, we get 3.5564x. Then minus 1 times this value, we get 1.7782. Therefore, we collect the like terms. In this case, take this value to the left hand side, it will be 1.7782 minus 0.6990 will be equal to 3.5564x. Take this value to the right hand side, it will be minus 1.398x. Then from here, subtract the left hand side, we get 1.0792 will be equal to, subtract the right hand side, we shall get 2.1584x. Then we are going to divide it through by 2.1584, divide also by 2.1584. Therefore, x will be, if you divide this value, you will get 0.5, which is also the same as a half. Therefore, at the end of it all, the value of x is a half, or 0.5. That's how we do it by introducing logarithm. Now, the other step or the other method is without introducing logarithm. Then we should have the knowledge of applying the laws of indices. So here is the equation. So the first one, we can retain it. 2 raised to 2x minus 1 will be equal to 60. What are some of the factors of 60? We have 5. Already 5 is here. So this is the same as 5 times 12 raised to 2x minus 1. Therefore, we have 5 raised to 2x minus 1 will be equal to, is the same as 5 raised to 2x minus 1 multiplied by 12 raised to 2x minus 1. If you check on the left hand side and the right hand side, 5 raised to 2x minus 1 is common. Therefore, we are going to divide it through by 5 raised to 2x minus 1 and divide by 5 raised to 2x minus 1. Therefore, we divide this value, we get 1 as the result. Then this value and this value will cancel, so we remain with 12 raised to 2x minus 1. Something else that I want you to note about is that any number raised to 0 is always 1. Therefore, it means that 1 is the same as 12 raised to 0. So in the left hand side, instead of using 1, now we can use 12 raised to 0. And that is 12 raised to 0 is equal to 12 raised to 2x minus 1. Since the base are the equal or are the same, we are going to equate the powers. That is 0 is equal to 2x minus 1. Or simply this will amount to 2x is equal to 1. Therefore, x is equal to a half. The same way we introduced logarithm and we are able to get x as a half. The same way, by using the laws of indices, we get x is a half. And that is the easiest way to go about it. Lastly, just to talk about this equation, remember any number raised to 0 is 1. Even if it is 1 raised to 0, even if it is 2 raised to 0, it is always 1. Even if it is 1,000 raised to 0, it is always 1. Even if it is 1,000,000 raised to 0, it is always 1. So any number raised to 0 is always 1. So that is another concept as a student or as a mathematician. When you are doing this kind of question, you should note about it. So thank you so much and see you in our next lesson.